Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the first virtual Paradigm Awards, a program that is over a year in the making. I have the pleasure to represent Ernst & Young, a presenting sponsor of this very prestigious and important event that honors the achievements of women leaders in Philadelphia. At EY, I am the global leader of our private equity consulting practice. Through this role, I connect with many entrepreneurs, leaders, and investors who disrupt the norm and bring purpose to our communities. It is with such honor that we come together today to recognize Eileen McDonnell, Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of Penn Mutual Life Insurance Company, and our scholarship winners who both embolden that same passion to make a difference in our world, balance work and family, and give back to the community with poise and commitment. EY has been the presenting sponsor of the Paradigm Award for 15 years. We believe strongly in the mission of this event, as well as how its purpose aligns with the mission of EY's foundation, supporting education, entrepreneurs, and most importantly, equity in the workforce. We are proud to contribute toward the Paradigm Gift, which this year's award recipient, Eileen McDonnell, will bestow upon two worthy organizations later in the program. At EY, we focus on asking the better questions to drive better answers. We have so many questions around equality, but let's ask ourselves two very important ones today. When will we move gender equality from ambition to reality? When will she really belong? Wow, she belongs. Today, we celebrate Eileen and the commitment she has made to making sure she belongs. We also celebrate the life and impact of a pioneering woman who touched the lives of so many here today through her leadership, commitment to community and family, and zest for life. We miss your energy, Renee Moore. Eileen stands as a paradigm for all of us, displaying an unparalleled commitment to community, company, family, and career, and an icon for how we move gender equality from ambition to reality. We look forward to hearing from Eileen later in the program as she challenges us to change our current realities. Together, we can create momentum toward equality and ensure she belongs in decisions, actions, and solutions. With that, let's get on to this tremendous event.
Our C-suite is made up of 100% women, and the rest of our staff is about 70% women. We have allocated programs to support all employees' mental health and well-being, and to make sure that team members are bringing their whole selves to the office and to home.
We are committed to helping women succeed and reach their fullest potential. For our employees, this means offering flexible work schedules that enhance work-life balance and multiple professional development programs. For our clients, this means ongoing financial education and planning strategies that sustain financial independence.
We're very focused on increasing our representation of women in all leadership ranks, especially the partnership. In light of the pandemic and the disproportionate impact on women there, we've enhanced some of our flexibility programs, as well as increased reimbursement around childcare and other homeschooling options.
We're committed to empowering women at all levels of the organization. A healthy work-life balance is so important. We need to remove the guilt as working moms. We spend so much time feeling guilty for all that we don't do instead of celebrating all that we do.
We have a wonderful internal diversity and inclusion training program, and nobody more committed to seeing women at the top of the ladder than us. And it's a mission that we have remained true to throughout all these many years.
Hi everyone, I'm Emily Bittenbender, and I am really looking forward to having a fabulous event today with all of you. I've served as the chair of the Paradigm Committee for the last 3 years, and if you would have bet me last year when the event was canceled that we wouldn't be meeting in person today, I sure as heck would have lost that bet. But today's event promises to be just as inspiring and as uplifting as in past years. So we're here today to honor Eileen McDonnell in the manner in which she deserves. Eileen is a true trailblazer, and in addition to her career accomplishments, chiefly being one of the few female CEOs of a major life insurer, she also remains very steadfast in helping others and giving back in her community. So today's event would not be possible without her support and her vision. And for that, Eileen, we thank you. Nothing can really replace the experience of being together in person, but we can still network and connect and share virtually and have some fun. So guys, use the chat feature on the event homepage to engage. We definitely want you to share your comments, congratulate Eileen, and definitely don't forget about congratulating our scholarship winners as well. And of course, please donate to the scholarship program too. Look for the donation button on the event homepage and for a link in the chat. Everyone who donates, no matter the contribution level, will be entered into a drawing to receive Lagos earrings, signed basketball by Philadelphia 76ers Tobias Harris, autographed baseball by Philadelphia Phillies Rhys Hoskins, and a signed football from the Philadelphia Eagles. So your donation will support scholarship for women who are working full-time and pursuing their undergraduate degrees. That brings me to acknowledging our amazing members of our committee. With our honoree selection confirmed, the committee spent a lot of time evaluating the applications of some truly amazing women. And guys, it was really hard to narrow it down. So now let's hear about these incredibly deserving women.
I was the proud winner of the Paradigm Award in 2001. As chair of the Paradigm Committee that next year, I raised my idea of starting a scholarship fund for working women who want to complete their degrees. This idea was very consistent with my new company, The Leader's Edge, which is dedicated to the advancement of professional women in corporate America. The committee loved the idea. The committee, chamber staff, and I fleshed out the criteria for submission of nominations and raised money to get the fund started. Through the generosity and support of Stradley Ronan and many other corporations and individuals, I am really proud to say the Paradigm Scholarship for Working Women is now firmly established as a permanent, merit-based scholarship fund. The Paradigm Scholarship for Working Women has grown to a level I never dreamed possible. Our ability to provide scholarships to incredibly qualified women each year is wonderful, and that it will continue to go on for generations to come is extremely gratifying. It has given me the greatest pleasure to be a part of this effort and to see so many women use this money to finish college and advance their careers.
We grew up primarily homeless since I can remember to probably about 11th grade. It was very on and off, but a constant in our lives, unfortunately. But at the same time, it's also been such a motivator, you know, when you don't know if you're going to have enough money to make it to the next month or enough money to get groceries. You really start finding ways to motivate yourself to, you know, work through the good and the bad. So I've been moving up, working really hard, not out of somewhat out of a fear of, you know, going through those life struggles once again, but also to make sure that any future that I have for myself or any future children, they never have to go through the same things that I went through. So I want to work in clinical psychology because depression and bipolar disorder run in my family. So I just want to be able to be that helping hand for other people who might not be able to help themselves. I actually graduate in May with my bachelor's in psychology, and my hope is to continue on to my master's program and then my doctorate, and then one day my PhD to become a psychologist. But I'm very excited to, you know, one day have the title of doctor. It's not something that I ever thought would be possible in my, you know, in my lifetime, but being 25, it's getting closer and closer, and I just keep getting more excited. So this scholarship has definitely propelled me towards my hopes and dreams, things that I always thought were out of reach, but are very much on the horizon. Thank you so much for this scholarship.
Since 2001, 159 women have received the Paradigm Scholarship. That means that $537,000 in scholarships have been awarded to enhance and benefit the career aspirations of working women. At Morgan Lewis, this is a matter of deep importance to us. As the largest law firm in the world led by a woman, and as a firm where women number among our most significant leaders, we love celebrating this next generation of women. When I won the Paradigm Award, my speech focused on grit and resilience. So I'm especially pleased to feature these stories of courage and grit from our 2020 winners.
Graduated from high school in Chicago, went to college for a couple of years, and then decided that I was going to take a semester off to build money up and, you know, just work. But I never went back. And I like to tell people that I took a 20-year hiatus before I decided to finally reach my goal. I was blessed enough to be awarded the Paradigm Scholarship for Working Women last year. And I received a call late last year asking how I was doing from Emily, asking how I was doing during the pandemic, how everything was going. I let her know that I've been working from home since March of 2020, and I'm still in school and I actually, you know, decided to double major. And she asked me if I would be interested in, you know, applying for the Paradigm Scholarship again. And I was just like, sure. I had no expectation. I really honestly did not think that I was going to win it. I often don't think about what I do. I just push through and I persevere, and I just always want to do the best. And to think that the Chamber of Commerce for Greater Philadelphia thought that I was worthy of that really humbled me a lot. And I'm about to cry, but it really humbled me a lot. And I felt really special. Thank you so much for awarding me the scholarship 2 years in a row and for allowing me to focus on my goals professionally and personally for the upcoming years.
It's been an honor to serve on the Paradigm Award and Scholarship Committee, particularly given this past year. With the turmoil of the pandemic and the social unrest, the committee really thought it was vital to increase the number of awards granted from 10 to 16, awarding a total of $80,000 of scholarships. Through our collective efforts, we received the largest number of applications in the history of the scholarship program. And this scholarship program really enables more women to achieve their potential and inspire others to become individual paradigms of success. Like many of you and your organizations, the advancement of women is a top priority for us at PICO and for me personally, and it is something that is deeply embedded within our culture. We absolutely recognize that there is a lot of work to be done to advance equity for women. And this holds particularly true for women of color who often stand at the intersection of multiple barriers. Nevertheless, we know that the power is in our hands. We can shape the future for ourselves and the generations of women to follow us. And I feel confident that together we can meet this common goal.
So I moved to Philadelphia to be a dancer, and I came in as a student for the ballet. And then I slowly became in the second company, and then the apprentice program. And then I finally got to the court of ballet. I found myself wanting to do something more for other people than just me. I love ballet, and I think it also is something that gives to so many people. But I wanted more, and I wanted to give more. And so I decided that I would start like very small studies, and I slowly worked up to believing that I could probably be a nurse. And I really want to do that. I want to be a nurse. I was really nervous to apply for this scholarship because I didn't think that I would have been adequate enough to win. I didn't believe that being a dancer for so long and not being in school for so long, I wouldn't have what it took to win anything. And I can't believe I even got anything. This scholarship gave me all the confidence that I never thought I would ever have. And I'm so grateful, and I'm so lucky, and I can't believe that I got it. My goodness.
What a truly remarkable group of women. As an active member of the Paradigm Committee, I know we can do even more with your help. As Emily mentioned, there's a donate button on the event homepage where you can make a tax-deductible contribution to the scholarship. I can see that many of you have already contributed. Thank you so much. An impact study conducted last year revealed that 100% of the respondents indicated that the Paradigm Scholarship for working women helped their career goals. 84 of the respondents achieved their degrees, with the remaining 16% of the women still pursuing their degree. On behalf of the Chamber, the Paradigm Committee, and women across our region who are striving to advance their careers and impact the economic vitality for themselves, their families, their communities, and the greater Philadelphia region, please contribute.
Thanks, Karen. Stradley Ronan has been a sponsor of the scholarship program for over a decade, and I have seen firsthand how the program has grown. Over the years, we have tripled the number of annual awardees and quintupled the annual giving. And no one was more passionate about the scholarship program than my dear friend, Renee Moore, who you heard Amy reference earlier in the program. Sadly, she passed away last May. Renee was the 2003 Paradigm honoree. She chaired the Paradigm Committee for 15 years and served as a member of the Chamber's Board of Directors for 30 plus years, all while running the Moore Group and serving as deputy chair of the Pennsylvania Republican Party, where she sought economic development and opportunities for all, leading the charge in healthcare, job training, and education. But what Renee might be best remembered for are her antics, particularly at the Paradigm Awards. Whether it's dressing up in costume to drive the theme home, dancing her way into the ballroom in her signature stilettos, her love and passion for music or calling people out for a cause, in this case, raising money for the Paradigm Scholarship, you could count on Renee to brighten and lighten up a room. With Renee in your corner, you always knew you had a friend. In memory of Renee's passion and commitment, the committee has elected to award one of the scholarships in her name, the Moore Scholarship recipient. The scholarship is bestowed upon the recipient who most embodies the spirit with which the scholarship award was intended. I have the pleasure of introducing the first Moore Scholarship recipient, Tabitha Mays Wilson, who is an office administrator at Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. And what makes this moment even more meaningful is that Tabitha currently works in healthcare, as did Renee, who started her career as a nurse in Harlem. Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to present Tabitha Mays Wilson.
Thank you, Bill, and thank you to the Paradigm Committee and the Chamber of Commerce for Greater Philadelphia. It is a huge honor to be the very first recipient of the Renee Moore Scholarship. I've learned about Renee, and I've heard that she is a woman who didn't hold back. So guess what? I'm not going to hold back my joy, my excitement, and my emotion. This scholarship will allow me to finally reach my goal of graduating college at 50 years old. I have to tell you that my favorite part about getting this degree at 50 is that I am using it to empower my daughter in her own journey to get her degree. I keep teasing her that her mother is getting her degree first, while sincerely telling her to push forward. We need to do this for the young women in our lives. I've also heard that the Paradigm Awards attract hundreds of women who support women. So I know I can share freely that I am proud of myself for reaching this milestone and not giving up just because I was getting older. It wasn't an easy road. Like many women here today, I've had a full plate to balance as a wife, a daughter, a mother, a student, and of course, a full-time employee at the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, where I've worked for the last 10 years. I faced many challenges on the road to my degree, from caretaking for my mother during her journey with cancer and eventually passing, to advocating every day for my son who has specialized needs to ensure that he gets the best possible education, to weathering this pandemic and its effects on my family. While extremely difficult, these experiences have shaped who I am today. More importantly, they have opened my eyes and my heart to what I'm called to do. I am currently a senior at Lincoln University, majoring in human services, with the hopes of becoming a case or social worker, to advocate for those who cannot speak for themselves, and to be a voice for those who do not have a voice. As I've always been a nurturer by nature, I have truly found my passion in helping others. Receiving this scholarship has greatly reduced the financial burden of my family, given me a peace of mind, and will allow me to continue to pursue my educational dreams and cross that finish line to get my bachelor's degree. I will continue to do my best, and I look forward to giving back to the community and pouring encouragement into future students like myself. Let me close with a quote I once heard. Allow your passion to become your purpose, and it will one day become your profession. In closing, I would like to thank my family, especially my husband, for the many times he had to be both mom and dad so that I could attend school and get this done. And I want to thank all of you again for this honor in the name of Renee Moore and the opportunity to share the significant impact of this award on my life.
Representing the communities in which we serve plays a key role in promoting a diverse workforce where all employees feel respected and included. We're proud to be an inclusive, equitable, and diverse organization that recognizes and rewards women and all employees for their unique strengths and contributions to the company.
We've offered flexible schedules and resources for maintaining both physical and emotional well-being. We've leveraged our Women's Resource Group to offer a great virtual mentoring program. And different senior executives are hosting roundtable discussions on current topics.
My goal is to help women advance and achieve their career goals. This year, we've been focusing on Black women in business, whose numbers in the executive ranks are very depressed. Our coaching work is ongoing until these statistics turn around and we have equity and inclusion at the top.
We support the advancement of women by creating a culture that places high value on authentic, brave, and vulnerable conversations. We empower women to come to the table to speak freely about what they need in the different phases of their career and life journey, acknowledging there is never a one-size-fits-all plan.
I feel empowered because as a mother and grandmother, I can find balance between work and family. I feel empowered because I can be my true, authentic self. And after almost a decade, I can honestly say I learn something new every day. I feel empowered because in an office full of strong women, we encourage and celebrate one another.
Well, Emily, you are certainly true to your word. This has been an uplifting event so far, and there's still so much more to come. In particular, we're going to hear about the many accomplishments of Eileen McDonnell, how her innovative decisions help put a company that is 174 years young, as Eileen likes to say, on a path to growth, securing Penn Mutual's entry into the Fortune 1000 for the first time in the company's history. And the rankings continue to get better each year. For the next part of our program, I'm joined by Chair of the Chamber, Sue Jacobson of Jacobson Strategic Communications. Welcome, Sue.
Thank you so much, Andrea. And, I just have to say, thank you for the outstanding work you do for the Chamber. And we are all so grateful to you. It's a pleasure to be here. I too would like to congratulate Eileen on winning the Paradigm Award. Eileen will be joining an impressive group of Greater Philadelphia businesswomen who continue to pave the way. Successful, imaginative, bold, and dedicated women who serve as models for business leaders everywhere. To hear how women are continuing to show progress and improvement in the workforce is really, truly moving. Andrea, you and I were part of a program just last month where McKinsey & Company's findings didn't seem quite so optimistic.
Oh, you are so right. Their report showed that due to the pandemic, 1 in 4 women are considering leaving the workforce or downshifting their careers. And progress of the last 6 years could be erased in just 1 year.
I know. And that is why we now more than ever have to do these events like today and scholarship programs for working women. That's why they are so crucial. We need to share our stories. We've got to serve as allies to one another and support initiatives of diversity, equity, and inclusion to ensure that everyone is part of our region's inclusive recovery.
Exactly. And there are so many companies who have stepped up to support and sponsor today's event. So Sue, will you join me in recognizing today's sponsors?
Absolutely. There is nothing that would make me happier.
Well, we heard from Amy Daly earlier in the program. Thank you, Amy and EY, for serving as today's presenting sponsor. And to our partner sponsors, Comcast, NBC Universal, Morgan Lewis, PICO, the Penn Mutual Life Insurance Company, PNC, and Stradley Ronan.
Today's founder-level sponsors are American Water, Bittenbender Construction, Cancer Treatment Centers of America, Citizens, Day and Zimmerman, Diversified Search Group, Drexel University, First Trust Bank, Independence Blue Cross, Janney Montgomery Scott, The Leader's Edge, Leaders by Design, PwC, Tierney and Vault Communications.
And finally, our mentor level sponsors, AmeriHealth Caritas, Amerisource Bergen, Kafka, Eisner Amper, Freedom Mortgage Corporation, Goldman Sachs Private Wealth Management, Humana, KPMG, NovaCare Rehabilitation, Rivers Casino, Sterling Drive Ventures and the Rodon Group, the Urban Affairs Coalition, Women Golfers Give Back, and Whispers.
Andrea, I have to tell you, I am truly honored to serve as chair of the Chamber. The support of this regional business community with both their time and resources will truly enable an inclusive and durable recovery for our region.
We invest in professional development with an emphasis on skill building. We convene around topics that matter. We foster mentorship, volunteerism, and networking for females and allies alike, because it really does take all of us.
First Trust is proud to support the recognition and advancement of the professional women who bring so much diversity, innovation, and leadership to our vibrant regional economy, with a focus on developing young female professionals through thought leadership, mentoring, and networking and connections in order to ensure a strong pipeline of talent for advancement.
Women deans lead more than 2/3 of our colleges and schools, as well as the Drexel libraries. Our executive leadership programs in medicine, technology, and engineering have influenced the careers of thousands of women in leadership roles worldwide. Our Vision 2020 initiative advances women's economic, political, and social equality.
If there's one thing I've learned in my career, it's that a diverse workforce is good for our community and good for our company. More than 55% of our management roles are held by women. We know that when we provide women the opportunities, the professional development, and the mentoring support they need to succeed, we create future leaders.
At PNC, we believe that engagement in the arts enriches lives and builds stronger, more vibrant communities. That's why I'm so thrilled to introduce the next segment of the award ceremony. Penn Mutual has commissioned a special performance that is sure to engage and thrill you. Ironically, the concept for this idea was decided last year, but the selection of music could not be more relevant 1 year later. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Robert Crenshaw.
I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I'ma get a scholarship to King's College. I probably shouldn't brag, but dag, I'm amazed, I'm astonished. The problem is I got a lot of brains but no polish. I gotta holler just to be heard. With every word I drop knowledge, I'm a diamond in the rough. A shiny piece of coal, trying to reach my goal. My power, speech, unimpeachable. Only 19, but my mind is older. These New York City streets get colder. I shoulder every burden, every disadvantage. I've learned to manage. I don't have a gun to brandish. I walk these streets famished. The plan is to fin this spark into a flame. But dang, it's getting dark, so let me spell out my name. I am the ALEXANDER. We are meant to be a colony that runs independently. Meanwhile, Britain keeps spitting on us endlessly. Essentially, they tax us relentlessly. The King George turns around, runs a spending spree. He ain't never gonna set his descendants free, so there will be a revolution in this century. Into me, he says in parentheses. Don't be shocked when my history book mentions me. I will lay down my life if it sets us free. Eventually, you'll see my ascendancy, and I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. It's time to take a shot. I dream of life without the monarchy. The unrest in France will lead to anarchy. Anarchy? How you say? Oh, anarchy. When I fight, I make the other side panicky with my shot. Yo, I'm a tailor's apprentice, and I got charred knuckleheads in local parentis. I'm joining a rebellion, cause I know it's my chance to socially advance. Instead of sewing some pants, I'm gonna take a shot. But we'll never be truly free. And to those in bondage have the same rights as you and me. You and I, do or die. Wait till I sally in on a stallion with the first black battalion of another shot. Geniuses, lower your voices. You keep out of trouble and you double your choices. I'm with you, but the situation is fraught. You've got to be carefully taught. If you talk, you're gonna get shot. Bird, check what we got. Mr. Lafayette, hard rock like Lancelot. I think your pants look hot. Lawrence, I like you a lot. Let's have your block, black it in the kettle, call in the pot. What are the odds of God who put us all in one spot? Pop in the squad and convince you to wisdom like it or not. I'm a revolutionary manumission abolitionist. Give me a position, show me where the ammunition is. Oh, am I talking too loud? Sometimes I get overexcited. Shoot off at the mouth. I never had a group of friends before. I promise that I'll make y'all proud. Let's get this guy in front of a crowd. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey, yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. Everybody sing, whoa, 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 yeah. Whoa, 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 yeah. Rise up. When you living on your knees, you rise up. Tell your brother that he's gotta rise up. Tell your sister that she's gotta rise up. When are these colonies gonna rise up? 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 Rise up. I imagine death so much it feels more like a memory. When's it gonna get me? In my sleep, 7 feet ahead of me? If I see it coming, do I run or do I let it be? Is it like a beat without a melody? See, I never thought I'd live past 20. Where I come from, some get half as many. Ask anybody why they're living fast, and we laugh, reach for a flask. We have to make this moment last. That's plenty. Scratch that. This is not a moment, it's the movement where all the hungriest brothers with something to prove went. Foes oppose us. We take an honest stand. We roll like Moses, claiming our promised land. And if we win our independence, that a guarantee of freedom for our descendants? Or will the blood be shed, begin an endless cycle of vengeance, death with no defendants? I know the action in the street is exciting, but Jesus, between all the bleeding and fighting, I've been reading and writing. We need to handle our financial situation. Are we a nation of states? What's the state of our nation? I'm past patiently waiting, I'm passionately smashing every expectations, every action's an act of creation. I'm laughing in the face of casualties of sorrow. For the first time I'm thinking past tomorrow, and I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. We're gonna rise up. Time to take a shot. We're gonna rise up. Time to take a shot. We're gonna rise up. It's time to take a shot. Rise up. It's time to take a shot. Rise up. Rise up. Take a shot. 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 Hey yo, it's time to take a shot. Time to take a shot. And I am not throwing away my shot.
Thank you to the Chamber of Commerce for the opportunity today to introduce Eileen McDonnell, the 2021 Paradigm Award winner. Eileen is a much heralded and much honored business leader, but the Paradigm Award is the pinnacle of honors. Eileen's leadership of the Penn Mutual Life Insurance Company, which was founded in 1847, has been legendary. I have been honored to serve on the Penn Mutual Board since 2006. When Eileen made her very first presentation to the marketing committee in her new role as Chief Marketing Officer, I knew that we were in the presence of greatness. She led the marketing team with excellence and distinguished herself as an exemplary thought leader. She has been a remarkable CEO and chairman, and she is a tremendous developer of talent and culture. Since Eileen joined Penn Mutual, she and her talented team have been innovators in the industry. To quote Eileen, innovation is contagious. Once you start innovating, you can't stop. One huge example, Penn Mutual is the first life insurance company in the US to introduce ACE, Accelerated Client Experience, an automated application and underwriting experience. Eileen and her team have also increased our focus on creating brand awareness to females and to a younger demographic. Until our former CFO retired after over 30 years at Penn Mutual, CFO Sue Deakins and Eileen were senior executives in only one of 7 companies in the Fortune 1000 who had both a female CEO and CFO. The Penn Mutual Board is 45% female directors, and we have 2 African-American directors. Eileen is an enlightened leader who believes in creating a diverse work environment that is inclusive. As CEO, Eileen oversees the Penn Mutual family of companies, which includes Janney Montgomery Scott, Vantis Insurance Company, and Horner Townsend Kent. The Paradigm Award is given to a distinguished female business executive of a for-profit enterprise with a strong local impact, with leadership which contributes significantly to the socioeconomic prosperity of the greater Philadelphia region. This award is tailor-made for a leader of Eileen McDonnell's stature and breadth. I am honored and privileged to introduce her to you today on this auspicious occasion. Congratulations, Eileen.
Thank you, Charisse, for your unwavering support, always and in always. I also want to acknowledge the brilliant performance by Robert Crenshaw. Wasn't he amazing? Thanks to the Chamber and the Selection Committee for the honor of standing shoulder to shoulder with the other distinguished Paradigm recipients. And thanks to all of you for supporting this reimagined event. Over the last year, the Greater Philadelphia community has come together to protect and support one another through medical, economic, and social turmoil unlike anything we've seen in our lifetimes. Your participation not only helps support the broader work of the Chamber and our scholars, but gives hope for a brighter tomorrow. When I arrived here 13 years ago, I was astonished by the arms open welcome extended to me. You don't get that sort of connection in New York. Philadelphia embraced me in a way that I've never encountered before. Receiving this award is the capstone of that welcome. To be designated as a role model by some of our region's greatest leaders is very humbling. So many to thank, starting with my family. My parents, who told us that we could achieve anything we set our sights on. I was naive enough to believe them, which made it sort of a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you have the opportunity to inspire a child, do it. Your unwavering encouragement and belief in them is a powerful foundation. My brother and sisters, for the love and support they have provided me, in particular, for encouraging me to choose to be a single mother. You've heard it said, it takes a village. They've been my village. And my daughter, Claire, you've made me better and wiser and stronger. I'm so proud of the young lady you've become. No title I've held has meant more to me than mom. Thanks to my Penn Mutual and Janney associates, who helped get me here by inspiring me every day to be my best, because they do their best. And thanks to Amy Daly and EY for their charitable gift that allows me to bestow generous contributions to 2 nonprofits in my honor. I'll name the recipient shortly, give you something to look forward to. 3 themes have permeated every aspect of my life and career. Believe in yourself, dream big, don't go it alone. No matter your path in life, you must first believe in yourself. Believe that you're worthy of success. Have the courage to do what is right for you, not someone else. When I went to college, women were encouraged to become nurses or teachers. I was offered a nursing scholarship, which was hugely important in a large family. But the day I entered college, I already knew that I'd never be a nurse. I ultimately gave up my scholarship to pursue a degree in computer science. My career in the tech industry eventually led me into finance and my ultimate passion in the life insurance industry. I kept making choices others thought were risky. Twice, I stepped aside from my career and gave up a job. Once to be with my father during the last months of his life, and a few years later to adopt my daughter. I believed in myself. I made these choices in full confidence that I could make it work for me. I only returned to the C-suite because Penn Mutual respected that my daughter and my home and my family would remain the center of my life. My second theme is to dream big. Don't sell yourself short. In my first insurance position, I set myself a goal, regional vice president by the age of 30. My friends challenged me. Do you see any women at that level? Do you see anyone your age? But I worked hard. I volunteered for extra assignments. I delivered. And I asked for help and got it. I asked incumbents what I needed to do to be considered. I found mentors. My boss, the late Mike Martin, went to the mat for me. And at age 27, I became the youngest and first female to ever get the full vice president title and equal pay 30 years ago. And that's the third theme. Don't go it alone. Don't try to do it by yourself. I'm not just more successful, I'm a better person because of the people who surround me. To all of those I've been fortunate to call colleagues, I'm grateful for the role you've played in my leadership journey. Those themes explain the two organizations I've designated to receive the Paradigm Gifts. The Forum of Executive Women focuses the collective power of women's leadership in our region towards increasing the number of women in leadership roles, expanding their impact and influence, and positioning them to drive positive change in the region. The Forum promotes a robust mentoring program to fill the pipeline of women leaders for the next generation. That's profoundly important to me, and to the Penn Mutual, and to the entire matter of workforce equity. Year Up addresses the same matter from the bottom up. I had an early advantage, a supportive family who provided encouragement and opportunity, but I've worked with many people who didn't have my advantage and struggled to get a foothold. It's desperately important to give young people that first start. You can't climb the ladder if you can't get onto the first rung. Year Up targets highly motivated young adults who lack access to the mainstream economy. It provides college credit coursework and internships with companies like yours and mine to help their students onto the ladder. This program works. The Penn Mutual is actively involved, and we've offered several students full-time positions as a result of their positive impact. The Forum and Year Up are how I extend my hand to others who believe in themselves, who dream big, who are willing to ask for and receive the help they need. Our scholarship recipients also reflect these themes. Believe in yourself, dream big, ask for help, because you can't do it alone. I don't suppose there's anything particularly original or profound in that, but they've worked for me for many years. Maybe they'll work for you. But I have no doubt that each of you has found your own core wisdom, or you wouldn't be here today. Congratulations on your success. Best wishes for your future. And my heartfelt thanks for this amazing award and for listening. Stay safe.
Let me add my congratulations to Eileen. Thank you for your contributions to our community, and thank you to the Paradigm Committee, our sponsors, and of course to all of you who participated in today's event. Let me close with a quote from Eileen. Ask for help because you can't do it alone. We can't do it alone, and you're not alone. Let's continue the conversation, support one another, and be understanding toward one another. Thank you.